Yeah, they blocked my kick. They was tired though. My kicker meter still ain't started showing up though.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there?
Hey, why don't we put creative plays in this league?
And the pass so well.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created
you don't care?
because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn.
There he goes, Brandon Marshall.
They don't even like that number, man.
In, touchdown, Seattle. Brandon Marshall, his third touchdown now on the year.
He caught a string.
And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense.
Hey, how Dez doing for you?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 10th-year quarterback. This is his first season in his 30s. 30-year-old out of Georgia. It's Matthew Stafford.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are there.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Johnson.
So what now?
First touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You just traded for one?
Job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more
careful.
Fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe one of the ones in a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On third down, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nah, he just like, dang, gone. Owen. He's got 0-7.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us.
He was trying to get Jalen Ramsey back a minute. I said, bro, that's dead. They ain't giving me Jalen Ramsey back. You traded Nick Foles for Jalen Ramsey. He ain't getting that back. He traded Nick Foles for Jalen Ramsey.
Back him up 5.
He needs a quarterback bad.
To throw on second down to Stanford. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly,
He said, his mentality was Nick Foles won the Eagles the Super Bowl. He said he a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I said, you should see what he was doing before the Super Bowl. He was trash.
Third and long, it's Stanford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former first-rounder, Barkevious Mingo. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A great return there.
Trying to field these in one game.
And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
The Panthers.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris
Cam Newton had got a black eye today. He almost got hurt.
Behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
Like the first quarter, I think like the first or the second play.
On him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is
he got a black eye. But he passed on concussion protocol.
He looked like one of those guys.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Yeah, you in the toughest division in the AFC North.
Pick up of 33 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does
AFC
well.
North.
And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result.
You
Big
the
yardage
Steelers, the Bengals, and the Browns.
The speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball?
Here's McKissick. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Oh, no.
2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Unless you go somewhere like the NFC South or NFC East or West, where it's not like all the teams kind of even.
Wilson to throw on third down. Flushed out right, and he slides to avoid the hit. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Yeah.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up
we're
the
gonna like
first down.
draft 2 players, and one of them's gonna be like a 99, the other one's gonna be a 90.
Not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
No, I'm saying like draft like player you want and then you can do it.
6-yard line.
As that ball got away from him.
Unless y'all trying to start open and give him pain division.
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball.
I'm saying like, let's say you want a quarterback that's 6'6", 250 pounds. So you just draft one like the 6th or the 7th round, and then you can make him a 99.
That's built like this guy. Big target.
Yeah.
Guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't
you can
open.
do it as the commissioner. But I had watched the video on yesterday.
Whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down.
My team trash. You know if I did, because I'm undefeated. First thing I do, you see a black Matthew Stafford.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The Seahawks suck, but their defense is fire.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2.
Their
got
defense
the on the board.
is good. It's just
the
offense
negative
sucks.
side is
On
they didn't score
personal
touchdowns. And of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully, he'll be
I
kicking
fumbled
extra
inside the 25, and they just kicked the field goal.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
There, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
I'm typing in your name now. I don't see nothing live.
On 2nd down, Johnson found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing,
yeah, I'm watching
the
now.
Normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Call it no gain there, and it leads
right
to a
there.
fourth down.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport,
Wow.
but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Hey, 22!
So they will go for it. Stafford. And he finds Julius Thomas.
Oh, man.
And
You
he fumbled it.
can't
It's
do
on the
this.
ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Give him a couple.
That's why I'm in the division with the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals, the 49ers, the Seahawks,
especially the finishing
and the
part
Rams.
of getting his feet in bounds, toe
That'd be a
tapping,
good division.
and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no
I
gain
think
on
I'll
the
probably
play,
get-
and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
It doesn't matter. It's up, yeah.
Complete.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the 5 jersey. So
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd
if we go to the one like with the
effort
40,
to get his hand on
if we go
that
to the one with the
one,
49ers, we're probably gonna get
and brings up a 4th down
the
decision.
Cardinals.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Junior's still up. I can fix him.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to...
And Stafford's going to be taken
this time,
down.
offensive
That's a
line.
safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one.
I can beat these guys. It's just their defense is
You're
good.
exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go
I
again.
think we need one more
He's played
person for
pretty
the
clean
fantasy
first
thing. You
half,
got
a
9.
touchdown, no interceptions.
I don't think
Frankly,
we'll do
that's
it with
what
9
they
people.
expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown.
Somebody
and
be
thrown
off
well.
it
He's
every
able
week,
to
won't
do
he?
that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown
Lucky
pass
for them,
number 2 here
touchdown.
in the 2nd quarter.
They brought the blitz
Wow.
that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got his
He
man
is
out of
30
the
something.
backfield. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4.
I just said, yeah, we can.
Down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
I'm telling you, I can beat the Seahawks if they defense wasn't, and my O-line is just hold up.
To drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
It's up to y'all.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a 4-yard pickup.
All right, so we can do it like this. Whoever finishes with the best record get to choose the division we go into. Yo, that too. And they be making some good catches on her.
So
they just got like the DBs
for the 3rd time today.
I don't know.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he'll toss
they got beat
29-16, I think. Throws it away.
I think they had Lamille there to win.
My observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing.
I know.
I think the
They
converse
said he
I
sprained his
think
knee.
you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter was the time to change things. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Said he sprained it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Especially like he's gonna miss a few weeks. He wasn't like he didn't say exactly how many weeks he's gonna miss.
Stafford on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He probably made a good
here in the
difference.
first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And, he took that in one-handed.
Oh, nah, he caught that thing in one hand.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new...
Look at this.
Set of downs.
I can't play. I'm in a hurry-up mode.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. The left side completion to Jones. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To the air again, Stafford. If I got it, that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Stafford. This is caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I can beat these
offensively,
boys.
they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll come out in the pistol.
Cause they offense sorry.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's caught. It's Thomas.
Oh, that's a
Around
touchdown.
the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin in the Windy City. The Jets in town to take...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Barney.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas.
At the 1-yard line.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Throwing on first down. Yates steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Off play action. Yates.
Lord,
and rifles one incomplete.
Oh, you got out there in the
Julius Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You had all day to throw it.
Incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Right back to him on first down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And quickly they get to the line.
Come on, running back.
To throw on second down. Yates buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He got bruised ribs, and they ain't going to bring him back in the game because they ain't got time to lose another quarterback. I bet I lost 3.
They'll run with a backup. This is
TJ Yates.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Yates. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Keenan Robinson, the one to get him down.
The best record or go to first.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half. And that's
after the first season, we get to
but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
Here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup.
That's
there.
the one
The drive
9.
will continue. It's a first down.
Well, it's going to be us, me and you. We know D ain't going to get it.
Throwing the ball 60%, and it's 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Again, after that epic failure?
This could possibly be a push-off.
Pass interference. Offense.
Not with the Bears. You won 2.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that
I
one
thought you
away.
were struggling
Might have
there.
caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Keenan Robinson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin.
Yeah.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I don't know that. It's out of the west and the east if I win it.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances.
Yeah.
This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They go play action now. Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down.
Yeah, I already know if we go there, I'm going to have to get the Giants. There ain't nobody going to trade me, my boy.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're going to blitz,
I think that's what the update was, too. Because you know the update on like 3 or 4 days ago, man.
Because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to.
I don't know. They said they were fixing it. It was like bugs that they were fixing.
Because he usually knows
from what I had seen.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with
I
a
think
2nd
it
and
was.
3.
They were trying to adjust that.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They should have it, like 3 or 4 seconds and fade away.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track on the ground game. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he's blocked down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Moving the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, put a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, and that won't beat us.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going
they D-line, but they front seven did better than
now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
My O-line.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Next week, I got I'm really trying to find one more person because I was saying like we got 9 people so far, but I was trying to see if I can find one more person.
He may have a big arm,
So we get 9, it's gonna be like what? Every week it's gonna be somebody off, right?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Yates. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
I was trying to find one more person.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Yates. He's going to loft one deep inside here. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down.
He ain't never played. I think he played basketball and quit.
This defense was
with us 1 year.
to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got
I doubt he'll stay. I doubt he'll stay into it.
More passes like that downfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved.
Looking for strong, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, Cam Chancellor don't even play no more.
Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard
Cam Chancellor picked me off. He don't even play no more.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank with them.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess
blame.
Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught, blocked it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown
passes.
The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Get Andrew Luck back for the rest of the year.
He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Hoping the Carolina Panthers did something.
On 1st down, Yates. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
You look like you got a 1st down.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You found it.
Throwing on 1st down. Yates. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Oh, yeah.
From the gun, Yates looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win. No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
As long as I stay within striking distance, baby, I'm good. I think I got the easiest schedule, so.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer
You gotta play
challenge now.
Pittsburgh
1st and
twice?
15 following the delay of game.
You already played them one time?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run it with Carson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Delay of game. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll run with McKissick. And just shutting him off there. Past the 20. And all
Man, they tried Khalil Mack like he just started.
J.D. McKissick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh!
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Flushed out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 160.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments.